Hey traders, this is Marco. We have the 2nd of December. It's crazy how fast this year passed and it's already December. It's Friday and we have a bar by bar. Today in the morning there was a news event. You can see it here on the top left corner. We had the unemployment rate, the non-farm employment change, and of course the average hourly earnings. And as you can see, the reaction to the news was pretty negative. We had a huge sell-off that was like, let's see, from here until here. That was 76 points. That's a huge drop. And yeah, around the news, I'm not trading. So basically, I'm starting always like, let's say 15 minutes after that. Especially in the morning, short before the opening. And yeah, we can see how it goes from here. You can see we had this spike down, a potential break, retest of the lows. And now the question is if we make a second leg down in this size or if we recover a bit. And as you know me already, I'm always drawing the shorter term channels. So I'm drawing it from here. We're bouncing off the EMA. So maybe we see another push down, but it's also the first break of the shorter term channel here. So I have to see how this plays out. This looks very congestive right now. Nothing to take. We are under the EMA. Very congestive. And yeah, we're making a retest of the highs. And yeah, going lower again. The EMA provided some support here. So I'm drawing my line as well. And we see maybe there's even a range. I will draw it like from this because I can see some support coming up here. You can see the bounces of the lower line here. Nothing to take. I know this is a second entry long here, but it's very congestive. So I will zoom in a bit so you can see it better. So it's like a second entry long here, but these bars are so stacked up, so we cannot take anything here. And see how it's progressing. Still stacked up. Now the EMA is coming in our way. We can see some reaction of the EMA. But also the support line here of this channel, of this range channel, shows us some strong support. So maybe like a higher low or something we could consider if we are not breaking below here. That's the question. Okay, now we have a lower high here, nothing to take. And this is interesting. Let's see, if I draw the range like this, then if you take this as high, we have first entry, second entry long. It's a higher low, nice bar. How many ticks is this? 10 ticks. We bounced so many times off this range support here that I'm willing to take this trade. I think it's aggressive because with this like sell off here, we could see another leg down. But taking the fact that we are bouncing off this range support, like how many times now? It's like 1, 2, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the 7th time. So maybe we have some support here. So I'm willing to take this trade, aggressive trade, and see if this plays out. It's playing out. We would be out of the trade. And yeah, drawing my little channel here, of course. The first break and going higher. Retest of the highs is done. So now we have to see if we come back inside the range. No, we're taking higher. Can extend this. Retest is done already of this channel, so I have to wait. Now we're coming back. I want to tell you this. Most breakouts fail in the first try out of ranges. So consider this in like when you have a range like this, that you're not taking a breakout out of this range too fast, because, for example, at this point here, it could have come back already. Now we trended a bit higher and it's coming back, testing the breakout area, breaking also the shorter term channel here, and retesting the lows, most probably at the range support, going lower here, breaking the range to the low side. This is the first breakout to the low side, and we're coming back inside. If you consider this trade here, it's a very tiny bar, 6 ticks. I think you cannot take it, because this move here, like count the bear bars following to each other, it's too bearish. I think you cannot take this trade here. Because we would like to see like a higher low, for example, with enough space back to the EMA. But with this move here, you cannot take a long here. Then I like to see more like this, that we have like a couple of bounces, a small bar, good bullish bar. So yeah, skip this here if you consider. And this is a higher low now, but it's congestive a bit. You can see like 1, 2, 3, 4 bars are stacked up. It's right into the EMA. The EMA doesn't have a so important role within ranges, but yeah, this is congestive, and we could see maybe some continuation of this momentum here. So to wait here. Going higher, strongly higher, and we have the opening now. You can see the opening by the change of color here to the white background, and we're going higher. Nothing to take. We would like to see a bounce back to the EMA, like a second entry long or failure, but right now this is nothing we can take. This is a smaller range here. Uptrend. Maybe the uptrend looks like this. I have to correct the channel a bit. I extended the channel now, you saw this. I increased it here, and you can see the midline of this channel is fitting very nicely, and prices are reacting to this. So yeah, I would consider this channel as valid now. And we have another range here. You can see like this, small ranges. On days like this, it's pretty typical that like ranges inside ranges are forming, or that we get some moves, then a range, another move, another range, and maybe go down again. It's just like happening many times when price action is not very clear. And we have a range here, the first break of this uptrend channel here. Let me check. Maybe it's like this, it's fitting a bit better. Yeah. And we have a second entry long here. You can see like prices made a new high, first entry, pull back, second entry. So when prices break above this bar here, that would be a second entry long. We have the first break out of this channel, so prices most probably will retest the highs, which are here, or go even further than that. And we have a range here and a failed breakout to the low side. And I just said it a couple minutes ago, most breakouts fail, so I like to take a long here. Second entry long, failed breakout. It's 10 ticks, the same size as our first trade, so not too much risk. And let's see how it goes. Yeah, by now we would be out. We have a retest of the highs, so this channel here played out. And we go lower from here. Maybe there's a channel like this. It's like overshooting a bit, so maybe it's bigger. Maybe increase it here as well, like this. Price is trending lower. We're going below the EMA. You can see the push below, pull back, and continuation. So something has changed. Momentum has changed. We see some resistance here now of the EMA. While here the EMA provided support. You can see like there was a support here and prices trended up strongly above. Now momentum shifted. We were like pushing below the EMA, coming back, push below, coming back, push below. So this is a momentum shift. So we're looking for shorts now, and the downtrend channel here is intact. We have a first entry short. Let's see if we can get a second entry. Now some pullback below the EMA. No, we're not getting this. The channel is too small. So you can see this here. Prices would break here, pull back, form a nice second entry short below the EMA. We can take this, but like this first entry short, we cannot take it. It's too risky. Yeah, we have the first break, retest of the lows here, and we're going sideways a bit, trending higher here a bit. Can check. And this looks like another range, like this. Let's see, prices go higher, maybe like this. And this is interesting, maybe you can see it already. We have a push up here, break, new high, and a lower high here. This is difficult. This is difficult. The context is not very clear. I mean, we had this push up here, break new high, push down, break new low, and from their range. But this is, let's say, a new high. It's not lower than this. And I would like to see this bar is lower than the last high to have more confirmation that we're going back inside the range and testing the other side. I'm not sure. If you are super aggressive, you can try and take this, but I think I will skip it for now because I would like to see the bar this high below this last highs here. Okay, interesting. Not sure if it would have worked out. Let's see. One tick below is like this. It's 1.75 ticks, maybe 1.5. If you go for 4, it's easy. If you go for more, it would be on the edge. But now we have, let's say, the new low here. First entry, second entry short, but it's congestion here. You can see the midline of the range and the EMA is providing some support here. Because we see this bounce here, so it could go higher from here. I skip this. It's congested. Maybe Mack would take this short here. He's much more confident with taking trades in like this situation here. But we're making a new high here as well, so I skip this for now. I cannot risk this. Would have worked most probably, and you can see we are touching the midline and going higher from here. So I had good reasons to stay out of this trade here. We're breaking to the top side and going lower. There's some channel, some channel working lower here. First break, retest of the lows. Maybe my range is not correct. Maybe like this is better. I will leave it like this for now. So this push lower here played out. You can see break new low and we're going higher. We come short here, like a bit too short. We're not touching the range support. That could be an indication that prices will break the range for the second time and continue higher now. I know these are like very small details, but with time you will start seeing them. if prices come short one side, then many times it happens that we are overextending on the other side. So here we came short, so we're breaking here. And maybe there's some shorter term channel drawing this. And yeah, it looks very much that we are breaking now, because we break, pull back, test the breakout area and continue higher with this very strong bullish bar. So I think we will go higher from here in congestion now. And yeah, here we have the push higher. No setup I can see here. Nothing. No, this is above the EMA. This is nothing here, and we push higher. Waiting for the break and pull back. We have a break here, pull back to the EMA. This is also a second entry long, but we're inside this shorter term channel here. Or if you want to draw it like with one line only, it's too early for a long here. Breaking this channel, making a new low. Now we could consider, because this little channel here is broken, prices made a new low, but this bar is finishing below the EMA. And yeah, I would like to see it finishing above the EMA to take a trade. So we'll skip this for now. Congestion. We're staying another range. Look at this, how many smaller ranges I drew today already. Like here, this is a bigger one. There's also a bigger one, smaller one here. Yeah, you can see it's like going sideways all the time. Breaking below, pushing lower, testing again the breakout area of this range that I drew earlier. And another range here. Drawing this like this. If you consider this setup here, for sure it's an aggressive one, because you have a shorter term channel working lower here, break, but no new low, but you could consider it as a retest of the lows, and we find some support of the old range resistance. Resistance turns into support, and we have like a double touch. We have to touch here and touch here, but for me it's too aggressive, especially after this strong bearish bar. I have to skip this and wait, maybe wait for a higher low, which comes here, but it's right into the range resistance here, the smaller range resistance. So it could go here and bounce back. So this is way too risky. I skip this. Now we have a second entry short here, but yeah, as I said, now it's congestive, and yeah, no idea what prices are doing, where prices are heading to. And whenever we are not sure, we skip the trade. We have a strong push higher, very strong push higher. So maybe we can draw some channel here, maybe like this. Break off this channel, and we're going lower again. Congestion, nothing to take here. Okay, this is interesting, but you can see there's another range. I cannot believe this. We have prices made a new low here. First entry short, second entry short. So if prices break above this level here, that could indicate that we have a failure here, but you would go long directly inside this resistance. I know we had the first break of this shorter term uptrend channel, so no retest yet, but that's so risky going long in this resistance here where prices bounce like, I don't know, maybe you count this already 1, 2, 3 times. I would skip this for now. And yeah, okay, it would have worked out, But you know, it could also go from here to the other side. That's like completely random. And we like to take the short setups, the good setups. And yeah, this is way too risky. So nothing to consider. There's a higher low here now. This shows a bit like support of the EMA. But it's right inside, or right, yeah, inside this last highs here. So maybe I draw it for you. You can see it better, like this line here, right inside the highs. And I think it's not a good idea so far above the EMA. So skipping this, it wouldn't have triggered anyway. Now it would have triggered, but okay, going higher. And maybe there's a spike in channel structure. You can see it like this. You can see prices made a new low. We have the touch here. Maybe it's a bit like this. I will leave it like this for now and see how we go. Yeah, first entry long, pull back. Second entry long. This is interesting now. Okay, take this. We have this channel working higher, and we have a new high here. First entry, second entry long, perfect bar. EMA is providing some strong support. You can see like prices take the EMA support, bounce off here, bounce off here, bounce off here. I have to take this trade. I know this is close to the highs here, but if you take the absolute highs, then prices would have enough space until here. If you take it like this, we would have also enough space for a scalp until here. So I have to take this trade 100%. This is a nice second entry long. We're inside this channel here. And it works out perfectly. That could be also the first break of this channel, so retest of the highs. Consider this. But yeah, I didn't draw it too perfect. If I draw it like this, then it's a bit clearer because you can see the very nice and perfect touches here. And prices break the structure and retesting the highs and pulling back. Oh, this is a strong pullback. To draw a channel here. We cannot take this. It's far away from the EMA. We would like to see it much closer. And first break of this channel here. Do we see a second entry short? No, we are not seeing it. No signal bar. And we see another range. This is crazy, guys. Sorry, so many ranges today. Yeah, you can see prices made a new low here. Tested it once, tested it twice. Yeah, you could consider this here because it's also a second entry long. Prices made a new high here. First entry, pullback, second entry, it's right off the range support. So you could play this setup here. But you know, I'm a bit afraid because we have this push down break, no retest of the highs. Maybe this could be the retest already. You can see it here. I like to see prices make a new low and then form something like this. So yeah, if you are aggressive, you can take this as a second entry long. And a very nice bounce of this support. Usually in ranges, we are not caring about second entries too much. But if they come and if they appear, then we can use them. So maybe if you consider this as an aggressive trade, you would like to wait for a more sure and safer setup. Nothing to take here. Testing the range highs. This is in the middle of the range. Going back and forth, this is congestion now. And what do we have here? This is another bounce off the range support. If you are like very detailed, you can say like prices made a new high here, first entry, second entry, but it's right into the middle of the range. I would like to see this bar a bit lower, that the finish is like in this area, and you can take a long back inside the range. So this I will skip, would have worked out, and we're going higher from here. By the way, we're going higher all the time, so maybe there's a bigger structure. Let's see. Could take it like this, but then we have a lot of space here to the low side, even though the highs are fitting. Wait, let me do this a bit better. Like this. You can see we have a lot of space here to the lower side of the channel, but the top side is fitting. We have the touch here, another touch here, and also the midline is being respected. You can see reaction here, some support reaction here, and again some reaction here. So if we leave it like this for now, zoom in a bit more. Yeah, I'm not sure. If you saw this midline earlier than me and take the fact that we are bouncing off this range support here and off the midline, then you can consider this trade here. But I didn't see the channel before, so just skip it for now then. So we're going higher. There's a higher low here, but way above the EMA. I would like to see it much closer to the EMA to take a trade here. another higher low, but yeah, would you like to go long here so far above the EMA? That is, I think it's not a good setup to go long here, because it could bounce back any second. And we're going higher here even. So maybe there's a different structure. Maybe it's like this. Let's see. Okay, we are overshooting this channel here now. I mean this bigger here that we drew before. And the shorter term channel is still intact. Going higher. Bouncing back, finding some support at the EMA, no setup here, this is nothing right now, and we have a shorter term channel working lower here. This maybe I extend, going lower, no setup here, this is literally nothing. We have the shorter term channel, break new low, but no setup to take long here. And this is starting to going sideways again. Should I draw this maybe like this? No setup here. This is live price action. You can see this like bars moving here. And yeah. Wow, interesting day. I have to play a bit with this channel. If you take it like this, then we had an overshoot here. An overshoot many times lead to a break. So yeah, I'm not sure if this channel here is valid. I like the midline, I like the top touches, but as I said, from the low side, it's not fitting at all. Maybe we can find something here. No, this is also not fitting too well. But also the midline could help. But then we are overshooting here. So yeah, not sure. I need a bit more price action to see which channel is valid here. But in general, you can see prices are going higher. Like the lows are getting higher and higher all the time. So this is like a bullish momentum, bullish bias. And yeah, you can see prices take off here, not even touching the other side of the channel anymore. So maybe we form like a new channel, something like this maybe. If I remove this, that could be a potential. If it like new low here, touch here, touch here. Yeah, so we need more price action to see if this is valid or not. And increasing the range here, you can see like I cannot stop because it's like automatically I'm doing all this like lines and channels and trying to put them on the chart. It's playing a lot and trying a lot with channels and lines, and you will see at some moment it will make sense to you, and you will see that prices are reacting to these levels. So yeah, this was today's trading day. I know I zoomed out a lot here, but yeah, we had the sell-off, then some sideways movement, then some recovery, break, a very nice second entry, retest of the highs, and going back again. This channel here, break, new low, range again. Then we're finding some support here, breaking out to the top side, forming a channel, coming back, testing the breakout area, having also some strong support here in this area, but retesting this channel here, and yeah, forming another spike in channel. That was a super nice second entry long, I told you. Having a sell-off, range again, yeah, and from here shorter term channel up, break, and we just had the retest of this highs here, and another range movement and a potential bigger uptrend channel moving higher here. So yeah, this was the Friday. That was the bar by bar. I hope you had a great trading week, and I wish you a great weekend. And yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Please like this channel. We're just starting and we have so many plans for the future, so we need your support. Thank you a lot and see you next week.